Alright folks, picture this. You wake up, stretch, and think, today is the day. I'm going to be a responsible adult. So you slather on your sunscreen like a true warrior against the sun's evil rays. But then, it hits you. Bam! A terrible, gut-wrenching thought. Wait, did I just block my body from getting vitamin D? Am I now doomed to a life of brittle bones, sadness, and questionable health decisions? Fear not, fellow overthinkers, because today, we're settling this once and for all. Sunscreen versus vitamin D, can you have both? Or is this the great betrayal of modern skincare? Buckle up, because we're about to dive deep. Let's start with our main character, vitamin D. Vitamin D is kind of a big deal. It's like the A-list celebrity of nutrients. It builds strong bones, keeps your immune system in check, and basically makes sure your body doesn't just give up on life. And guess what? Your body actually makes it like a tiny biological factory. Whenever your skin meets UVB rays from the sun, you know, the same rays that also try to turn you into a raisin if you stay outside too long. How does it work? Well, your skin contains this cool little protein called 7-dehydrocholesterol. When sunlight hits it, your body does some biochemical wizardry and voila, vitamin D3 is born. So we need sunlight. But also, sunlight can betray us, like a best friend who suddenly turns into a frenemy. Now here's where things get juicy. Sunscreen, as we all know, is the holy grail of not looking like a leather handbag by age 50. It blocks those pesky UVB rays that cause sunburn, skin damage, and oh yeah, skin cancer. But if sunscreen blocks UVB rays, and UVB rays make vitamin D, are we basically cutting off our vitamin D supply every time we wear it? Sounds like a scandal, right? The betrayal, the deception. But wait, science is here to clear things up before we all start running around in panic. Here's the good news. Sunscreen doesn't actually block all vitamin D production. Mind blown. Even the strongest sunscreen, SPF 30, 50, or 1,000,000, lets some UVB rays sneak through. And it turns out you don't need much UVB exposure to make vitamin D. For example, a perfect application of SPF 30 blocks 97% of UVB rays. But even with that, a tiny bit still gets through, enough for vitamin D production. Plus, let's be real, most of us don't apply sunscreen perfectly. We miss spots, we forget to reapply, we sweat it off, and some of us just pretend we put it on. The point? Even dedicated sunscreen users still get a little UVB exposure, enough to make vitamin D. So my friends, the answer is yes, you can wear sunscreen and still get vitamin D. Okay, but what if you're still worried about your vitamin D levels? Here's the cheat sheet. Get 10 to 15 minutes of sun exposure a few times a week. Face, arms, or legs, just a small dose, but not long enough to burn. Eat vitamin D-rich foods. Salmon, tuna, mushrooms, fortified dairy, and even orange juice. Take a supplement if needed. Most adults need about 600 IU, which is 15 micrograms per day. If you're low, a doctor can recommend a safe dose. Time your sun exposure wisely. The body is most efficient at making vitamin D around noon. If you're only outside in the early morning or late evening, your body won't make as much. Also, darker skin tones need longer sun exposure to produce the same amount of vitamin D, so keep that in mind, my melanin-blessed friends. So, let's recap. Sunscreen is not your enemy. Wear it, love it, cherish it. You still get vitamin D even with sunscreen on. Science says so. You don't need to roast yourself to meet your vitamin D needs. There are smarter ways. But, if you're still worried, there's a solution. Get tested. A simple blood test can tell you if you're low on vitamin D. If you are, fix it. If you're not, relax. And for the love of all things good, don't skip sunscreen just to get vitamin D. That's like canceling your health insurance because you might win the lottery. Now go forth, my sun-loving, vitamin D-conscious friends. Enjoy the sunshine responsibly, protect your skin, and for goodness sake, wear your sunscreen. Oh, and if you see someone at the beach lathering up in coconut oil instead of sunscreen, kindly hand them some SPF and say, "We need to talk." And hey, give us a thumbs up, would ya?